This is Matt on the CoinGraph Market channel. This is my name. This is the front page of the Crypto Basic. People who own XRP are very lucky. Pundit keeps their views even as new things happen. Folks, I do believe that many will say we're lucky when everything is over. I know that saying that now when XRP hasn't had a new all-time high in over 6 years and the SEC has been so mean to our whole community and Ripple might sound a little silly. Okay, I get it. But all in all, in terms of like, it's been around for over 10 years and has always been one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. It's one of the most successful cryptocurrencies ever. If you think XRP makes sense, the market agrees with you. This means that other crypto users all over the world agree with you, even though there are some nasty Bitcoin maxi trolls out there. These women are just a bunch of jerks. I agree with you the same way I do. I'm going to go over this again. On top of that, I want to show you some of the newest stuff from chart analyst Credible Crypto. I swear to God, feeling good. But I want to be clear first before I go any further. There is no money history of any kind for me. I'm not giving you financial advice. And no matter what I say, you should never buy or sell anything. Okay, then you could say I'm an enthusiast who likes making YouTube videos about crypto as a hobby and for fun. Okay, then the most recent post from Chart Analyst is here. This was put up by Credible Crypto at 6:41 p.m. Central Time. This one will also be good for you. He wrote this Bitcoin looks like it's about to completely blast through all-time highs without even a small drop. This is why. After the first attempt at a dominance breakout failed, we are going to try again. He also gave me this chart. Stop it now if you want to look at it for a long time. However, I'm going to keep going just to pass the time. Then he said that every time Bitcoin has successfully broken out of Bitcoin dominance, it has set off a major impulse that has made Bitcoin perform better than most alts and make multi-$1,000 moves to the upside, as you can see here. Here's one more chart. Stop it. I'm going to do the same thing with everyone. I'm going to keep going, but if you want to look at this, please stop. Following this, he says that Bitcoin is only $10,000 below its all-time high. However, funding has been reset and is now back to normal, and the recent rise in per premiums has gone down. This is very good news and shows that despite the mega run of the last few days, there is no froth on the market at all. And there is a very strong spot demand at these prices. He also shared this post on this chart. Last but not least, big meme coins are moving right now. These are the last coins in a Bitcoin high caps, mid caps, low caps, and meme coins rotation. This switch to meme coins usually means the end of a lot of alt cycles. M-I-N-I, many, not M-A-N-A-N-O-Y, many alt cycles. For those of you who aren't looking at the screen, there are short periods of time when alt may do better than Bitcoin while it gets ready for the next leg. Because of all of these things, I think Bitcoin will be in the news again soon. This makes sense, especially if we are about to break all-time highs in enterprise discovery, a time when daily, weekly, and monthly changes will be bigger than anything we have seen in the last 3 to 4 years. So buckle up and let's get it. That's the most optimistic thing I've ever seen from a trustworthy crypto source. In his mind, he's always been sure that he strongly believes what he says. That's why I really like that he has a history of making good calls. His popularity is without a doubt due to a clear reason. I think he's one of the best you can find. He might be wrong though, but my God, he's so sure that Bitcoin will soon reach an all-time high. Let me tell you something, if Bitcoin really does reach a new all-time high on that day, I will breathe a sigh of relief and then get really excited. Why? Because I believe that must happen before XRP can reach a new all-time high. This is because XRP has never reached a new all-time high without Bitcoin first. I will be much more sure than I am now that everything is going to work out this market cycle if that happens. I still feel like I need to bet right now. I've said this before, but I still lean that way. But if Bitcoin goes up that much, my God, I'll be sure as hell that we're about to get rich in XRP in a way that will change our lives. Next is this post from Detective, who is another well-known analyst with over 400,431,000 followers on X. He also gave me this Bitcoin price chart. He also wrote that Bitcoin broke above the 7W super trend. In the past, the candles that came after caused mania. He sees this from a different angle than most crypto experts, but he's seen it in the charts. And that fits with what Trustworthy Crypto says about mania. After Bitcoin's huge rise, mania is happening right now. If this is when it starts, it will happen for sure. Yes, the idea of Bitcoin hitting an all-time high as soon as possible, that is, it lines up, it does, things are the way they are, it's an exciting time. If that does happen, I would say that anyone who owns XRP will be very lucky, which brings us to this article. People who own XRP are very lucky. Pundit keeps their views even as new things happen. I also thought this story was cool. Look it over. One expert in the field has stuck to her opinion that people who own XRP are very lucky because of the good things happening in the Flare ecosystem, such as the upcoming F-Asset project. Big Data Eddie is a crypto YouTuber from Tokyo who is well known in the XRP community. In January 2021, He said that people in the XRP community are lucky to be investors in the cryptocurrency, even though most people were negative about it at the time because it had dropped 69% in 2 months. What Eddie said had little to do with how the market was doing at the time. But they paid more attention to the new ideas in the space. It's worth mentioning that the BitTrue exchange now lets you trade the Flare token FLRIU against XRP. The value of the token went up and down a lot by as much as 450% to 1,200%. IO trading let investors, especially those who owned XRP, buy, sell, and hold FLR tokens as a stand-in until the airdrop. Eddie saw that trading these IOs could help people who own XRP learn what other people think will happen in the future. The token in the long run, it's important to remember that the value of the IO token dropped by a huge amount in January when the airdrop to holders of XRP began. However, people's feelings have stayed mostly positive, especially since the Flare ecosystem is still very new and full of new ideas. Okay, I'll stop the note here. When it comes to the IOs, the Flare developers had nothing to do with them. To be honest, that was just an attempt to get money from the exchange. It's very clear now that I think about it. Their only goal is to make money from the fees. It's definitely like tokenomics and the way the IO works. It has nothing to do with Flare at all. A lot of people thought that would give them an idea of how much Flare would cost. I wasn't sure about that. That's all I have to say. Peace stays in place. Eddie stuck to her position that people who own XRP are lucky in the most recent disclosure. She did, however, bring up a recent event that she sees as good news for people who support XRP, putting in place F assets. Folks, I agree this is something I haven't talked about on the channel in a long time, but it should have a big effect. It's just one more thing that will help make XRP and F assets more stable in the long term. It will help more than just this blockchain. However, XRP and any blockchain that doesn't already have smart contract functionality are clear examples. In any case, peace stays. Notably, the Flare Networks team is working on a new project called F Assets that will add smart contract support to assets that don't already have it, such as XRP. The project has been in private beta testing since November of last year and should be done this quarter. That's one reason why the price action from Flare is so amazing. I'll follow as a note. It has gone from 0.8 of a penny to as high as 5.4 cents in just 4 months. Of course, it's just a guess. Because of this, I want to know what will happen in the long run when this is put into action and everything works. That's why I keep saying that utility is important and will win out. Coins that solve problems in the real world are what I'm most interested in. Flare's One Piece keeps going. The Flare team most recently put forward 3 separate governance proposals on February 2020. Each one was meant to improve different areas of development. One of the proposals aims to improve the safety and dependability of Songbird's stake connector in order to get it ready for F assets. A lot of experts have talked about how the F assets project could help the XRP ecosystem. The Flare team said in a presentation in December that the project could unlock the value of $800 billion worth of crypto assets such as Bitcoin, Doge, and XRP. Flare Labs, the research group that worked on the project, said in December of last year that F assets could help people who own XRP earn yield on their tokens or connect their tokens to other networks using layer cake. People who use XRP say that the community is lucky because of these benefits. And yes, people, that is true. I agree with this